Hello everyone, and welcome to the Green Tambourine Tarot. Today we have a very special reading that we hope would help the masses. So for the collective, we have 4 piles. Today, though, we are going to be talking about situations in which you have another partner. So what is your partner thinking? If there is someone else in their life, what is that? How are you to be able to deal with that? So this person might be in a relationship or may have a connection to someone else, and your goal is to figure out where you stand. So that is the premise of this reading. That it can be a little frustrating when you don't understand your role and why this dynamic showed up in your life if you are the soulmate. So we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about what your next steps would be in the situation. We're going to have 4 piles, 4 different scenarios. And so for scenario number 1, we have Inkosana, which is celestial alignment. And that is with the green or the nephrite jade. The next one is the etheric cards, pile number 2, and that is with the bloodstone. That is the etheric cords. The next one is Oshun, and that is with the fearless love, and that is with the carnelian stone. And finally, pile number 4 is Sekhmet, which is the wounded healer, and that is with the tiger eye. So let's get started with pile number 1. All right, so for those of you choosing pile number 1, this is basically a relationship check-in tarot spread. For those of you that have been in a relationship where you are the soulmate and you're engaging with someone, a partner, and they are also, perhaps they are in a twin flame dynamic, or that's their belief that they are in a twin flame dynamic. But either way, there is another party. And so hopefully this will bring clarity to not only what your next steps are, but also on their intentions, your partner's intentions, and your best course of action, and what Spirit advises. So I have shuffled and I have pulled the cards in a specific order. So, okay, so the masculine or your partner, okay? Now, it does not have to mean that this can mean that it is a male. This can mean that it is a female. It's just, this is your partner, okay? Your partner's true feelings about you. So what is their genuine emotional state regarding this connection? And that is the Lover's card. What is your partner's true intentions towards you? What do they actually want from this relationship? That is the High Priest in reverse. The truth about your partner and this other entity, what's really going on, this other energy. That is the 5 of Cups in reverse. And what do you need to see clearly? What is hidden or overlooked in this situation? And that is the 4 of Pentacles. Then the next card is, what is your best course of action? What should you do for your highest good? And that is the Tower card. And finally, what spiritual guidance, or what do your spirit guides want you to know about the situation? And that is the 9 of Wands in reverse. Okay. And just for kicks and giggles, the bottom of the deck is the King of Wands. So we can kind of get the overall energy of this situation. And that's very interesting having the King of Wands there, because if this reading confirms either there is some kind of imbalance or deception here, then we may need to step back and just prioritize your own worth. And if it shows a real potential for you for healing, then you can decide whether you want to set boundaries and work things out. All right. With this coming up, though, with the King of Wands being here, that just tells me that, this is really you energy, right? So the real energy at play here is this King of Wands upright, because before I even break down the cards, this is the most important message from Spirit for you, that this situation isn't about your partner. It's about you, because the King of Wands is strong, confident, and takes control. And that means that you don't have to wait for your partner's decision, that you hold the power in this dynamic. You are being called to step into leadership over your own life and your emotions instead of letting this situation dictate how you feel. Because you've been feelings, nothing more than feelings. That's an old song my mom used to sing. That's funny. Okay, so you don't have to wait. You are being called to step into leadership over your life. Right now, the masculine or the partner energy, because it may or may not be a male, you don't have to wait. It's confirmation that you deserve more than uncertainty, and it's time to move forward like the king or queen you are. So let's take a look at what this whole dynamic is. But just to note that you are the one in control. Right now, it just feels like your partner, has been controlling how you feel and your emotions. As I go through this reading, just please keep in mind that Spirit is pushing you to rise above this and take whatever action serves you. So with this card coming up, with the Lover's card coming up as their true feelings for you, your partner does feel connected to you, but the Lover's card also represents a choice. So that means he's torn between you and the other energy. I'm going to say he because I don't know. I just feel like this is a he. So I'm just going to go with it. Okay. But if this pile does resonate with you and you hear me say he, I just mean the other person in your dynamic. Okay. When I took my notes, I put down he. Okay. They are torn between you and the other partner or the other entity. And while he or she doesn't want to lose you, they aren't making an effort to fully claim this relationship either. And love isn't just about feelings, it's about actions as well. So one question you want to ask yourself is, are their actions showing that they value and prioritize you? So that is one of the questions that we want to, or that you should ask yourself. Are they showing actions that value and make you feel prioritized? Now, for the second card, it is, what are their intentions towards you? So with this High Priest or the Hierophant card being in reverse, I always say reversed, this is a major red flag for commitment, because when the Hierophant card is upright, it represents stable, serious relationships. But in reverse, it shows that he is resisting commitment and avoiding accountability. So this suggests that your partner doesn't want a fully defined relationship and prefers to keep things with you open-ended. They could be avoiding structure or responsibility in their relationships right now, and they want to keep things vague. They would rather, instead of being clear about their intentions, they want to secretly hide it or work on it. And he or she knows what they are doing. And it's not about confusion. It's about just them keeping their options open while they have you as a part of their life. This is very revealing about the the feminine or the other partner in this situation, about their intentions and mindset. So let's break that down as well. So with the Five of Cups in reverse, the truth about your partner and this other energy shows up as the Five of Cups in reverse. And it looks like your partner is trying to move forward with the other energy, but there's still regret or emotional baggage in their energy. They are not fully at peace with this choice. And it also suggests that they are suffering from some emotional confusion. This also shows, and it kind of highlights that they are keeping their doors open rather than committing fully to one path. So they don't necessarily want to commit fully to either one of the entities, either you or the other entity. And that is because they are, I guess for me, especially with this confusion coming up here in the, that there's not stability there emotionally and just some other things that are going on, that they're keeping their doors open. For you though, because this is about you in the situation, what do you need to see clearly? With this Four of Pentacles upright, you might be holding on too tightly to this relationship, possibly out of fear of losing your partner, or fear of not finding something better for yourself, or fear of all the time you've wasted. You feel like maybe this has been something or a situation that you've been in for quite some time, and you feel like you might be, you have wasted all your time with this partner, and maybe you feel like you might not find something better. But the Spirit is asking you, are you holding on to them because you truly believe that this relationship is right for you, or because you're afraid of letting go? So your best course of action. So this, and let me go back to the actual question here that I have. What should you do for your highest good? Okay. That came up as the Tower card. So this is your wake up call. And Spirit is saying, this situation is unstable and a major shakeup is needed or on the way. If you don't take control, which this is showing that you have the control right now, you're allowing your partner to control your emotions and the situation for you, not for them, but for you, because this reading is about you, right? If you don't take control and make a choice, something will happen that's going to force change anyway. And finally, just know that this is not meant to punish you. This is meant to free you. Let the tower fall so something better can be built. Let it fall. Sometimes the fear might be what's going to happen if it does fall, but let it fall. The spiritual guidance and what your spirits want you to know. And let me this has been fighting me all day, so I know that this is something that probably does need to be shared. Either it needs to be shared or it doesn't need to be shared, but either way, it's been fighting with me for the last couple of days. So I went outside the ground and just know that I am bringing love to you from beyond. And this might be a difficult situation for you, but what do your spirit guides want you to know about the situation is the Nine of Wands in reverse. And that is, you have fought so hard for this relationship, but now you're exhausted. And Spirit is saying, stop fighting for something that isn't fighting for you in return. Stop fighting for something that isn't fighting for you in return. I will pull some clarification cards and some affirmation cards on some of this, but the real thing is for you to step into your power, because all these cards do is just confirm that your partner is keeping you close while they're exploring something with the other energy. But they are resisting commitment with them and avoiding clarity with you. The biggest takeaway is that you don't have to sit in this energy any longer. The King of Wands is your reminder that you are in control. You can walk away. You can demand clarity. You can set boundaries. You can choose you. This cycle, perhaps this is a cycle that you've experienced in another lifetime, but this cycle needs to break so that you can step into something better. You are not powerless. You are the one who gets to decide what happens next. So the spirit wants you to know that they are there for you no matter what you choose. But this whole reading, especially with this being the overall energy, means this is you. Be in your king energy, even if you are, or queen energy, be in that energy. And you should feel like you're in control of your own choices. It's not like, well, somebody threw water on me. You know what I mean? Like, this is what I feel like. Somebody threw water on me and now I'm wet, but you were standing by the pool. Like, just move away from the pool and then you won't get wet. You're blaming others and not taking control of your own situation. So when the King of Wands comes, it's that's what I meant by it being a leadership card for you, because you have the power of taking charge of this rather than waiting for your partner's decisions. Instead of waiting for them to get clear, you get clear on what you want, what be bold, what you need to do to be bold, to be confident, and take action. Because the King of Wands doesn't wait around for clarity. They create it. So create the clarity that you want to see. And you are not powerless. So this card really is also about your self-worth and knowing that you deserve the best. So the whole reading for this is, and the whole message from your spirit guides about the situation is that they are nudging you to rise above this drama and step into a version of yourself that doesn't settle for uncertainty. Okay? So step into a version of yourself that doesn't settle for someone or a partner that is uncertain about you. That speaks volumes. And the other thing that Spirit is saying is that you don't need to wait for answers. You already know what you deserve. Your partner may be undecided, but you don't have to be. If you embody this King of Wands energy, you can move forward with strength, confidence, and a sense of purpose for yourself. You are the one in control now. Own your power and make the choice that serves you best. Let's look at the other energy, because I wanted to do that, the other energy of the other partner, because for some of you, you still, even though maybe this will help clarify some things. All right, so we are going to look at the other energy that's in this triangle. Let's look at their energy at this time. So the other energy that your partner is interested in, the overall energy, just so you know, on the bottom of the deck is the Six of Wands upright. Okay, so that energy is Six of Wands upright. I asked Spirit, what is their true energy? And that is the Empress in reverse. The current state of their energy is the Hermit upright. What is their, what is their weakness? Not their weakness, but what is going on? Like, what is their current state? But what's the whole, like, what is the truth here? And that is the Strength card in reverse. And so with this overall energy, the other person or energy sees themselves as the winner in this situation, or they're trying to position themselves as such. Okay, they crave validation, recognition, and status, and they want to feel like they have won something, whether it is your partner's energy or to take the place in your life. Okay, whether it's your life or the partner's energy, this person is trying to make the situation look a certain way to others. They want to be seen as victorious, but is this real success, or is just an illusion of it? Okay, there is some her or his, this other energy, their true energy is jealousy. This is someone who lacks a true sense of self-worth and is trying to fill that void externally. So they may feel like they don't measure up to you. So this is you, this is them. They don't feel like they measure up to you, which is why they want to take your place. This can also indicate that they are using manipulation or feminine energy in a distorted way, whether through magic, seduction, or emotional control. Whether this person is someone who is withdrawing their energy or putting this person on the person that you are with, they could be using their feminine or seduction energy in a distorted way to, instead of embodying real confidence, they're trying to take something that isn't naturally theirs. That is what is going on that is their true energy. Okay. The current state is that this other entity or energy is reflecting and possibly strategizing, but also operating from a place of isolation. If they have been trying to perform some type of magic or manipulation in this situation, it's likely backfiring and it's making them feel alone or causing them to second guess things. They also may be trying to gain hidden knowledge on you. So they could be watching you. They could be watching your social media. They could be following you, queen or king here. And this is so funny that this is celestial alignment. So this is very interesting. And so this person may be trying to gain, and what I mean by celestial alignment, meaning that this was meant to happen for you, so that you could understand your true power and understand who you are. Because with this being the overall energy, all of this is really a big distraction to you. And you can decide if this question that you answered about the situation is, are there actions and values showing that? Right now it may not be, but maybe take an overall assessment and focus on you. So we're going to talk about that in a minute, but this could indicate that she or he is trying to gain hidden knowledge by watching, studying, or even consulting spiritual sources to manipulate the situation further. So we don't know if there is somebody that's trying to, or if this other entity is trying to manipulate the situation. The feeling that I have is that they came with that they met you or saw you first, saw what your situation was, and decided that they wanted that situation for themselves. Then this entity saw the seduction of this, the seduction energy of this entity, and it's like it was captured by that energy. Okay. And so it's pulling back. So this energy is pulling back to reevaluate their approach, or they're starting to feel the consequences of their actions and what they were trying to do. So the truth about this other entity, just so you know, is that they lack true power and control. So whatever they are doing is not coming from a place of inner strength, but from insecurity and desperation. They are emotionally unstable, or they have emotional instability, and they are struggling with jealousy, frustration, or possibly even an obsession with you because you seem to be able to possess what they don't have, right? They're pretending, but you're it. This is the pretending card. They're pretending that they are, but you're it, right? And that's why they're struggling with frustration and obsession. But if they have been using any type of magic or manifestation, they don't have the spiritual strength to control the forces that they're trying to manipulate. So this could backfire on them. And they don't have any real control over the situation because they are acting from a place of weakness and not true empowerment. Hopefully this gives you some clarity on your situation. Okay, so the final message for this is that the other energy is not as powerful as they think they are. They are trying to take control of this situation through jealousy and force, but their methods are weak, unstable, and likely unsustainable. If this is spiritual warfare, then you need to stand firm in your own energy. The more unbothered you are, the weaker the other energy's influence will be. The other thing you need to do is to stay spiritually protected, whether through prayer, affirmations, cleansing, or boundary setting. Let this other energy's actions collapse on their own. You are the king or queen here, okay? And they are playing with energy that they cannot control, and that's going to work against them in the end. So this situation will not last in this other energy's favor because they're building on a foundation of insecurity, and that will always crumble. Here's a positive or protective affirmation to shield your energy. Your affirmation that you can use is, I am divinely protected, guided, and untouchable. No energy formed against me can prosper. My path is clear, my spirit is strong, and my blessings are secured. I release all negativity back to its source with love and wisdom. I stand in my power, unshaken and unstoppable. So the best way to do this is to do it out loud every day. Visualize a golden light surrounding you, shielding you from this negativity. If you feel drained and uneasy, repeat this with confidence and intention so that you can reset your energy. There are some other things that you can do as well. You can always do an energetic cleansing, a simple spiritual bath or shower. You can use Himalayan sea salt or Epsom salt, and that can clear away unwanted energy. And how you do that too is just use your mind is powerful. You can imagine negativity washing away as the water flows. You can also do something called mirror shielding. This is something where you visualize. These are all visualizations. You can do them if you do visualizations in the morning. A mirror going back or blocking, returning to sender any negative energy that does not serve you. Also, you can affirm that I do not consent to any energy that does not serve my highest good. I reclaim my power. You can always say that as well. So the thing is that you really don't need to engage in this scenario. The energy will collapse on its own. So because it's not this energy is not acting from true strength. So just stay grounded, confident, and spiritually protected, because this will ensure that your blessings remain yours, untouched and unshaken. Now, here's the thing. If this energy decides that, let's look at, if you don't have to engage in it, and you just are yourself, then you get into your celestial alignment, because right now you have been allowing this energy to be your guiding light, and that is not what Spirit wants for you. Spirit wants you to get into alignment with yourself, understand your true power, and don't worry about any of it, right? As long as you're staying in your power, then you are, you use that affirmation on a daily basis and start to visualize that no weapons formed against you shall prosper, that you are more than a conqueror, that you have Christ energy. If you are a believer in Christ and Christ energy, if you are not, then you just make sure that you maintain your Christ energy is real to me. So I'm going to give you a hug. It's called a hug from God. All right. I'm going to give you a hug from God. And that's how we will end this, unless Spirit tells me otherwise. All right. So it says, Jesus replied, love the Lord your God with all your heart and with all your soul and with all of your mind. That's Matthew 22:37. So that's one thing, just to love. When you focus your attention inward to your love for the divine, your life is going to shift. And that means that that's the love for your higher self. Go for your dreams. So right now, this could be keeping you from going from your dreams, because you are in a situation where you have a lot of dreams that you have. Obviously, you're some kind of a boss here. And that might be the manipulation. Address your addictions. What are you addicted to? It does not have to be, you could be addicted to the drama of it all. Just release all of that. Like, oh my God, if you're somebody who likes to watch soap operas, that's what comes to mind for me. But you could, just release the outcome, release the pain of it all. Perhaps you have seen this pain. Oh my goodness, my little dog is outside. Just hold on. Strengthen your gifts. Strengthen your ability to be able to fight for yourself and your own peace on the spiritual plane. And finally, be decisive. Be decisive with what you're going to do. But it doesn't mean that you have to release your partner. It just means that you have to release the old version of you and just make the decision to be your best self right now, and control your own emotions and not allow a situation to control your emotions for you. Okay? Very interesting. All right. Thank you so much. Okay, so there's something in the Spirit Junkie. My eyes keep going to this. So there is something in here that Spirit wants me to share with you. So I will share that. What do you want me to share with pile number 1? Compassion. Compassion is my compass. I am willing to hold space for the experience of others. Now, holding space for the experience of others could be holding space for the experience of your partner while they figure out, okay, and I guess this one popped out as well. Every cell in my body is conscious and communicates with each positive thought I have. So keep your thoughts positive about the situation and try not to make it about this person. Just make it about you, because you have the power. You have been giving this other person your power. So hold space for them while they figure out what's going on, because sometimes they may not be able to see it, but maybe you have been given some insight, and maybe it's not for them to see right now. But that does not matter for you. Your boundary is, I'm going to be my positive and best self throughout this. I'm going to set my boundaries. I'm going to say my meditation out loud each morning, your affirmation out loud each morning. You're going to take your spiritual baths, because maybe this was sent here just to build you. It's really about you and your power. It has nothing to do with the two energies that showed up to move you into who you really are meant to be. Okay? And I see a huge and great person, like celestial alignment. Like I feel it. Like I can see it, and I can feel you rising up into this huge entity. Okay? I don't need to get that. So yeah, so that was what I needed to say. And I am sending you back your energy with love. Know you have some questions about the Tower card, but hopefully you know that if you don't shift and you don't, let me explain that. What Spirit is saying is that if you don't shift and grow into who you're meant to be, this will make you grow into who you're meant to be, whether you're going to do it by yourself or with your partner. Okay? All right. Thank you. Have a wonderful day. Hello, pile number 2. The first thing I heard when I got these cards out, these are the Macabre Tarot. And, No, they're not. Okay. Sorry, I was getting ready to flip again, but this is something that you are trying to resurrect. That is what I'm hearing. If this resonates with you, then yes, this is your pile. I keep hearing dry bones, the song Dry Bones. And at the bottom of the deck is this is the ethereal card. And it's in reverse. Okay. So that's what I'm hearing for this pile. If you're not afraid of this pile, you're someone who's fearless and this does not bother you. So we're going to talk about the 6 questions. So question number 1 is, what is the genuine state of this connection? That's coming in under the Queen of Swords. What does your partner actually want from this relationship? It's coming in as the 5 of Swords. What is really going on here in this triangle is the 7 of Cups. What is the truth? So this is the 7 of Cups is what's going on between your partner and this other entity. And what's hidden or overlooked in this situation is the 6 of Cups in reverse. What is the best course of action for you is the World card. And finally, what spiritual guidance is being offered to you? And that is the 7 of Wands. So I want to make some clarifications on this deck. This is a shadow work deck. So that's what I meant by resurrecting something. This is a deck that works on when you're trying to deal in your shadow side, right? This is the Page of Swords. So the Terror of Daggers is the Page of Swords. The the ethereal is the Empress card. So I just wanted to, this reverse state, it means suffocation. So that's kind of not literal suffocation, but we're going to go through that. But I just wanted to give you a heads up on that because it's been a minute since I've used this deck and I just wanted to, but Spirit told me to do it. So maybe that's why the etheric chords and the bloodstone came up. Not that that has anything to do with anything, but it just, everything always works together for our highest good. So that's what these cards are. All right. I just wanted to make sure I clarified that. Okay, so let's look at this entire pile, because if you were drawn to this, then we're going to be diving into the current energy of your connection. The overall energy is the Empress in reverse, which suggests that, as I said, there's some suffocation there, which means that you may be feeling unappreciated, emotionally drained, or disconnected from your personal power. There may be an imbalance in how love and care and effort are being exchanged in this relationship. It's also possible that you've been giving more than you're receiving, and this has left you feeling uncertain about where you stand. So, of course, let's take a deeper look into what's happening for you. Your partner's true feelings is showing up in the Page of Swords. The other thing I want to remind you of is, if you are used to looking at, because I do have friends who read these cards in reverse, that's not, because these are very specific questions that we're asking the divine to answer. You can read it however you want, but I don't choose to do it that way, especially in this situation, because we are asking the divine for specific questions and not just a general overall reading. And this is truly a different situation. in terms of the reading. So for this first card, the Page of Swords, how does your partner feel about you? Your partner is currently in an observant and cautious energy right now. They may be watching you from a distance, and some of you, they may be keeping tabs on your actions or trying to figure out what you're thinking before they make any additional clear moves. With that Page of Swords being there, it suggests that they are mentally engaged with you, but they are emotionally guarded. And they could be curious about you, but instead of being open and expressive in the way that you would desire, they are in their heads. They're analyzing and they're overthinking. And that could lead to their inconsistent communication with you, or just some feeling like right now they're keeping you at arm's length. In terms of the question, or what does your partner actually want from this relationship, is showing up in the Five of Swords. And right now, your partner's intentions, it doesn't seem to be coming from a place of genuine clarity or fairness. It suggests they may be playing mind games with you, that there have been some conflicts or power struggle in this connection. Your partner may also be operating from their ego, and they may not want to lose you, but also not fully commit to this relationship. You also may want to take a look at at pile number 1 as well. I would encourage you to do that. There seems to be a similar theme where your partner is acting from a place of ego and not wanting to lose you, but also not fully committing to this connection with you. It could lead to tension, misunderstandings right now for you or some of you, and even situations where your partner is refusing to take responsibility for their actions, and that can leave you feeling drained and defeated. So what about the other energy? What's really going on with the other energy in this triangle, right? There is a lot of confusion and some illusion, 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 not illusion, but illusion, surrounding your partner's involvement with the other energy. This Seven of Cups suggests that they are keeping their options open, or and as I told you guys, I'm taking notes here, or they themselves don't fully know what they want. This could mean that they are engaging with this other person in a way that isn't fully grounded in reality. There may be mixed emotions. They may have some unclear intentions, or they're in a situation where they are entertaining possibilities without making a solid decision. So they're entertaining all these possibilities of what could be while keeping you kind of dangling and hanging on. This is definitely a situation where they've been making you, or it's been making some of you feel like you're in competition for their attention. And this confirms that they have not been prioritizing clarity and honesty in their actions with you. What do you need to see clearly, pile 2? So what you're overlooking in this situation is that you may be holding on to nostalgia, past memories, or an idealized version of this relationship. Because when you see the Six of Cups in reverse, it's asking you to see things for what they are in the present rather than how they used to be. And for some of you, you've been waiting for things to go back to the way they once were. And this card is a reminder that clinging on to old emotions could be clouding your judgment. So ask yourself, so is this connection truly bringing you the love, peace, and stability you need? And are you holding on to something that no longer serves you? So, gosh, this is like a repeat of pile number 1. Wow. So what is your best course of action here? Because you've been feeling like, you're suffocating. in this relationship. And with the World card being here, the best path forward for you is a powerful card. The World card is one of self-mastery, stepping into a new chapter for yourself, and completion. The World card is a sign of completion. And this is a very clear message that you are outgrowing this situation. Whether or not you choose to walk away, something about this connection needs to shift for your own personal growth. Spirit is urging you to see the bigger picture and recognize that you are meant for something greater, which is a love that is balanced, fulfilling, and reciprocal. You're not feeling like your love is being reciprocated. And the cycle you've been in is coming to a close. And it's time to embrace what's next. So either way, this cycle is coming to a close. In pile number 1, I think there was the Tower card, and it was going to be a force for them to shift. Either they needed to go ahead and shift, or pile number 1 needed to make an adjustment. With this World card, this is proving that something is going to be coming to a close for some of you. And this cycle that you've been on with this is coming to a close, and it's time to embrace what's next. Let's look at what your spirit guides want you to know about this situation. Your spirit guides are encouraging you to stand your ground and protect your energy. The 7 of Wands is all about setting boundaries and knowing your worth. So if you've been feeling like you've constantly had to fight for this person's attention or prove your value, Spirit is reminding you that you shouldn't have to compete for love. You deserve a relationship where you feel safe, respected, and cherished without having to defend yourself. This is your moment to step into self-empowerment and make choices that honor your highest good. So your final message is, right now you're at a crossroads, and with this Empress card being in reverse, you may have been overextending yourself in this connection and hoping for things to shift in your favor. Your partner is uncertain and conflicted though, and this is what's keeping up the cycle of confusion. But Spirit is urging you to release any illusions, reclaim your power, and step in. The illusions are, this is how it used to be. We used to have fun. We used to do this. And Spirit is urging you to reclaim your power and step into a new phase of self-love and clarity. Trust that what is meant for you will never make you feel uncertain and unworthy. You are stepping into a new version of yourself, and that is exciting, right? One that is confident, deserving, and ready for real love. So let's look at the other connection. I know everybody, when I say that, the other entity, I'm doing that because people still wonder about that. So we will look at the other energy and what's going on with them, just for kicks and giggles, right? Okay, just as I was putting the cards up to give you this, Spirit spoke to me and said that you need to stop pontificating about the other entity. This again is about you and your rebirth. Okay, I'm going to give you a healing card. This is what came to mind for me. So my eyes went directly to the Shaman's Oracle. And I'm going to pick a card from here instead. So this is really not about that other entity at all, because it really doesn't matter. This has really shifted something in your favor, and this is a new you. So this has really completed a cycle for you. You've been through a lot of emotional distress, and mental and emotional. And those etheric cords, oh my goodness, wow, there's a lot going on, right? Okay, so since this is all falling out, there's the card. All right, this is what you need to know. And this one. So I'm going to take these two, and then I'm going to share these with you. One is Crown Games, right use of power. Okay. And I'll straighten you up. and the Wailing Tree, reconciliations. So let's look at what these two are talking about. And I don't mind reading from the guidebook on these. Some of you may be a life path number 8, and that's fine too. I just see that. Some of you may be have a birthday in August. Some of you may have a birthday in May. May 9th may be significant for you. The other thing too that may be significant for you is you might be a life path number 5. Wow. This is, when this shifts out like this is letting me know that there must have been a long and strong attachment here. But the etheric cords, now your etheric cords are being reconciled, where you are reconciling not only with your inner child, which are your emotions. Your inner child represents your emotions, right? To me. So this is just me. To me, your inner child represents your emotions. Your mind represents your conscious thinking, your conscious way as a being here. And then the divine represents the higher power and the connection of the three. So your connection with the divine, your etheric power, your connection with the conscious is your conscious power, and your inner child are your emotions. So the connection of those three is going to start to initiate the unhealed emotions that you have in yourself, to change those into love. So this is just underlying what's been going on. Leadership, responsibility, right use of power. So there is a game of power play. I will show you this. Yes, I will, so you can see it. It's just telling you the truth of what's going on in the situation, pile 2 for some of you. There's a game of power played by all people, whether they're conscious of it or not. It concerns who has it and who doesn't, how to get more of it and not to lose that which you have, how to wield it wisely and not get drunk with it and cause harm. These are the matters you need to ponder now that you find yourself in the crown games too. You want to be on top, the best, the most effective, the most beloved. You may discover that your deep desire to help others is distinguishing the underpinnings, is disguising, not distinguishing. Hold on, I didn't know you couldn't see that. There we go. You may discover that your deep desire to help others is disguising the underpinnings of this complex game. So power and all it entails can be both dangerous and productive, destructive and redemptive. So what will it be for you? Can you forgive without condoning and keep your dignity while challenged? Will you be accountable, amenable to change or making amends? Can you let go of your need to rescue others? Okay, so I had to move my cards around a little bit. My camera died. So anyway, we are back. Just like camera died and computer earlier, my computer died, right? And this is what I meant by dry bones, like you're trying to resurrect a situation that no longer serves you. So the truth of the matter is that you need to go back to where you were loving yourself. With the crown games or the right use of power, you have been disguising your desire to help as a way to manipulate the situation, right? I feel like a very strong masculine presence, like even if it's not, and what I mean by that is a strong control, like you have the upper hand in this relationship, and true power is stewarded wisely, for it is given from the divine and not from the ego. In all your relations, the greatest beauty is when power is shared. So if you are in a higher position, it's even more important to be kind and respectful. Ask for guidance, and it will come when you choose compassion over your own goals and desires. When you stop caring about who wears the crown, true success and influence will appear for you. So you have been trying to control this situation by utilizing, about this person. That's why the Six of Cups was pushed out earlier. You know this person, you know how to push their buttons, you know everything about them. You may have known them from a past life. You may have known them now in a way that maybe the other person doesn't know them. And so you have been able to manipulate the situation in a way that serves you. But Spirit is saying that right now, that's not like this whole situation is coming to a close. Let's see what the reconciliation and the wailing tree is about. The way or the methods are coming to a close. I just want to make sure that I give you that, and also some affirmations for yourself. This is asking you to regroup, okay? Close out the cycle of the way you used to be, of trying to be in control, and share your heart, share compassion without expecting things in return. And what I mean by that is connect back with yourself. When you start to connect with yourself, you give yourself the power you need to move forward and not try to control this situation. This wailing tree and reconciliation is always asking you that before you consider making any changes, is that you need to allow yourself to emotionally feel, because remember, we're talking about the etheric chords, emotionally connect with your emotions. Connect emotionally with your disappointments, your loss, and mourn what was. Be able to mourn what was and what could not be, right? Be able to mourn that and say, you know what it was. Maybe it's not what I'm expecting, but some of you, because this is not a personal reading. Of course, this is Pile 2. It's a reading for the collective. So for some of you, if it resonates, great. If it does not, then this part of this reading is not for you. But one important thing to consider before you make any changes is that you need to allow yourself to feel your disappointment, your loss, and mourn what was and what could not be. This is a way to honor your experience, to give yourself time to consider all the gifts in it. What did you learn out of it? That's a gift. And to put proper closure on it, to really know what you've learned as you walk away from it and into something new. Even in the perception of failure, there is much good to be discovered. That's where the crown part of you coming in, feeling like that was the feeling. I felt like you were in charge, like you didn't want to feel like you failed in this scenario. Spirit is whispering to me that is the ego-driven portion of it for you. Because even though your partner has been in ego energy, so have you in trying to control and manipulate the outcome of this situation. However, skipping the stages of loss and grief, it doesn't get you to reconciliation any faster. In fact, you will discover that you will have to come back at some point. So do it all now, right? Look at it all squarely and honestly, and stay with your feelings. Life is not either or, it's both and. This and that. That's what's been going on. I think for me, words have been kind of misconstrued in both readings for Pile 1 and Pile 2. So I've seen words flip on pages. So because I'm a channeler and I'm getting goosebumps, so okay, I guess I'm going down the right road here. There have been miscommunications and missed opportunities in terms of what did I not see, right? There's some things that you're not seeing. I hope that you know that this stuff is coming to an end so that you can heal, and that you can be your entire best self. And words have been misconstrued or miscommunicated, or there have just been a lot of wordplay here that didn't serve you or the other person. The wordplay has been in manipulation. It's been in secrecy. This is why you're being asked to do your shadow work. So if you look at Pile 1, it was more about you were taking control and it was more about the light energy. This is more about the shadow work that you need to do so that you can heal this energy and come into alignment. The feelings that this will bring to the surface when you grieve the situation or you bring it to a close for yourself, they will be challenging for sure. So you are really being asked to do some shadow work for yourself. And yet, like all things, they will pass soon enough and you will be more enriched by the experience. So this again has been an experience that will allow you to learn so much about yourself. I want to give you an affirmation as well. Let me give you an affirmation too that you can use. Wow, 8:08 on the clock. Hold on. So here is your powerful affirmation. I release all confusion and step into my power. I am worthy of love that is clear, honest, and aligned with my highest good. I trust the universe to bring me the love and peace I deserve. So this affirmation for you encourages your self-empowerment, your emotional clarity, and your trust in the divine timing of this all. Does this hurt? Yes, it does. For some of you, this hurts like HE double hockey sticks, right? It really hurts. However, it's coming to a close with the World card, and there will be something new, but you're being asked to deal with your emotions about this. You deal with what brought about this for you. Is it bad or is it good? No, it's not. It's just you need to own up to what this was here to teach you and not just blame it on outside forces, right? The anger that you're feeling is unhealed love that you need to deal with. Anger is showing up so that you can heal it. It's not showing up so that you can lash out. It's not showing up so that you can act like you're the victim of the situation. There is a lot of you're using this to get sympathy. From what I'm hearing from some others is this is being used to conjure up sympathy from people. Not for everybody in this group, but specifically for someone. The other thing too is that this person, some of you wanted me to still do a reading portion of the other person. And it's like, when I said that that was not necessary, it was still like you're still angry about that. So that lets me know that you really have some shadow work to do. And that is what the divine is sharing with me. I hope that let's look at your soul's truth, because it's really not about that other person. Spirit has told me that twice, but for some of you, you're a little hard-headed. Hard head makes a soft behind is what my mom would say. And what that means is when you don't listen, you have to feel it, get dealt with in terms of being disciplined when you don't listen. So we are going to listen to the spirit. They said, don't do it. I feel my goosebumps again. So great. Yep. That was the message for you, is that you need to stop worrying about the other entity in the situation and focus on healing yourself, and stop trying to control your partner with whatever knowledge you have of them. Stop trying to control it and disguise it as you're being helpful and you're really loving them, when the truth of the matter is that you need to deal with your own stuff. And I didn't see the word stuff. I saw the emoji for for something else. Now, this is saying, what passion am I ready to pursue? So let's talk about what you can do. You know, I always like to try to end on a positive note. Your passions, this is what it's saying, will continually lead to your purpose, right? Because we're not good or bad. I just felt like I gave people a spiritual whipping just now, and if that was the purpose of it, then we're going to have to go with it. That's all I can say. However, everything is aligning for your highest and best good. And so we're going to look at the passions here. So your passions will continually lead you to your purpose. What passions have you put to the side, given up on, or buried in pursuit of this relationship? What passion is ready to come alive in you? So your soul action for today is to write a list of the passions to which you want to give life right now. Then journal how you can incorporate more of what you are passionate about into your daily life. Trust your soul's whispering and let your passions draw you towards your dream life. So your passions are what's going to draw you to the life that you desire. All right. Well, thank you so much, pile number 2. And if this reading resonated, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more guidance. Let me know below which pile you chose and what stood out for you. Sending you love and clarity on your journey, and I am sending you your energy back with love. Thank you. All right. Hello, pile number 3. We are going to look at what's going on in your situation. Y'all know I have to try to straighten it up. The bottom of the deck, which I saw this when I came in, and I will tell you this, when I opened this box, the Lover's card was there, and then the Death card, right? I saw the Death card when I went to cut the deck, right? The next thing that I saw was the Death card again on the bottom of the pile, right? So the overall reading for this is the Death card. It's not something, this is fearless love. This is Oshun. This is the carnelian stone that you chose. And I don't want you to be afraid of the Death card. It's just hopefully whatever the reason why this showed up twice was just to, so let's just get into it and see. So question 1 is for the 6 of Wands in reverse. Our question 2 is the 7 of Swords, like what's their intention in reverse. Question number 4, Lord, question number 3, there's confusion in this relationship. I can feel it. Because I've lost my mental thought, my questions. That's why I'm just keep saying question number 1, question number 2, question number 3. Like there is some, not deception, but there's something going on here. And then the other person is the Empress card in this situation. So this is the other energy. And then what is the overall outcome for you is the 4 of Pentacles. And what energy from your spirit, or what your spirit information, your spirit guides want you to have, is the King of Cups in reverse. All right, so let's take a closer look at what all of this means for you and what your right and true next steps are. The song that I hear is Secret Lovers. Secret lovers, that's what we are. That song, trying so hard to hide the way we feel. So this may be someone who you may not even know, or you're just finding out that there's a triangle there, but we're going to get into this situation. All right, so pile number 3. If you were drawn to this pile, the overall energy of your connection is represented by the Death card. So this signals that you are in the midst of a major transformation, whether it's within yourself, the relationship, or both. So there may be an ending, a rebirth, or a necessary shift that is going to take place, even if it feels uncomfortable for you. This could be a turning point where you are being guided to release something that no longer serves your highest good. So let's break this down a little bit further. Your partner's true feelings is shown up with the 6 of Wands in reverse. And this is, how does your partner, and the question we're asking Spirit is, how does your partner truly feel about you? So your partner may be struggling themselves with self-doubt, insecurities, or a fear of not measuring up in this connection. The Six of Wands in reverse can indicate that they feel unrecognized, unappreciated, or unsuccessful in some way. So this could mean that they don't feel like they are winning in love, or that they may even crave external validation that they aren't getting. This energy suggests that your person may not feel very confident in themselves right now, and rather than expressing their emotions openly, they could be withdrawing from you or acting out in subtle ways. So your partner's true intentions is represented by the Seven of Swords in reverse. And the question that we're asking is, what does your partner actually want from this relationship with you? And the Seven of Swords in reverse suggests that the truth is trying to come to the surface. So I feel like this is a newer connection here. I don't know if it was just, I don't know. I just felt like this is a newer energy or a new connection that you're in. And so what they want from you is, if they have been deceptive or secretive or avoiding accountability in the past, there's a chance that they're beginning to realize that they can't keep running from the truth from you. So, however, just because the energy of confession or honesty is present with this card, it doesn't mean that they are ready to take full responsibility of what they want to share with you. They're not ready yet to really take responsibility for being honest. A confession of some sort is coming, or the truth is coming to the surface, because they may be wrestling with guilt or trying to figure out exactly how to navigate the situation without completely exposing themselves. So this is a sign that you should trust actions over their words in this connection. So look at what they're doing. Like, are they showing you more than they are? They may be telling you a bunch of stuff, but just watch their actions and not pay attention to their words, because words can be soothing to you right now, but that's not what you need to look at. You need to look at how they're actually acting. Now, what is really going on with the other energy in this relationship, or this triangle of a relationship? The Four of Swords being here, it just suggests that the other energy may not be as active or as dramatic as you might think. Because this card is about, when you have the the Four of Swords, gosh, there still seems to be some confusion there. In this connection, that's probably where the confusion is. It's a lot of mental confusion, perhaps, for you. This card is about rest, reflection, and stepping back. So it's possible that this other person is in a period of withdrawal, either from you or the other energy. So this person could really be trying to mentally process everything, and they're trying to figure out what they truly want. Because if there was tension or a third party involvement, this suggests that there's a pause rather than an ongoing escalation of a connection with someone else. And however, the silence from this other one doesn't always mean a resolution. So it doesn't always mean that there's not someone else there. It's just maybe they've just recently broken up with somebody, and maybe your connection, or you're thinking that they belong, or their mind is with the other person. It could just be that they're pausing to just try to figure things out. However, that's probably also why Spirit is saying to look at their actions and not what they're telling you. However, silence doesn't always mean, like I said, a resolution. This could also indicate that they're avoiding, or there's some procrastination in dealing with this situation entirely. So let's say what you need to see clearly. What are you overlooking in this situation, and why is it causing you so much peril, I should say, is the word that comes to mind for me. Why is it causing you so much distress? You are the Empress. You are abundant, nurturing, and full of love. And this card is and full of love, right? You're full of energy and divine energy. And this card is just a reminder that you hold so much power and beauty, even if the situation has made you feel otherwise, right? You may have been overgiving or waiting for them to see your worth, when in reality, you are already everything you need to be. The Empress card is here to remind you that your love, your energy, and your presence are valuable, but they should be poured into something that truly reciprocates your care. This has just been the overall reading or feeling for a lot of these readings to in this is with you as the main person in this, or you as the main energy in this reading. It's just seeing your own value and not worrying about somebody else knowing the value for you. So what is the best path forward for you? So the best path forward for you is the Four of Pentacles. And that is about your self-preservation, boundaries, and protecting your energy. So Spirit is advising you to hold on to your personal power rather than chasing after clarity from someone who may not be ready to provide it for you. If you've been giving too much, it's time to redirect that energy back to yourself. Now, this doesn't necessarily mean that you have to completely walk away from the situation, but it does mean that you should establish firm boundaries so that you are not left feeling depleted, like you're not overgiving all the time just so that someone can validate you or you can show your love and look at what I'm doing. Let them do. Maybe some of this Seven of Swords in reverse energy is just to watch and let them do things and not you just doing it for the sake of keeping the relationship going and not depleting yourself. Just take care of yourself, because you are an Empress. I don't think that there's really anything going on in a third party situation here and this is for your main person, right? I don't think that your main person has something going on. You just need to set some firm boundaries, though, so that you're not feeling depleted. What do your spirit guides want you to know is showing up in the King of Cups? The King of Cups, when it's in the reverse, it suggests that there is some emotional imbalance and some manipulation, or for someone who struggles to regulate their feelings. So Spirit wants you to recognize that you deserve emotional maturity in a relationship. And if your partner has been hot and cold, emotionally unavailable, or struggling with their own inner turmoil, it is not your job to fix or heal them. Your spirit guides are urging you to focus on your own emotional stability and not get caught up in the emotional waves of someone who cannot provide consistent, healthy love at this time. It's not your goal to fix them, or it's not your role here to fix them. So let's look at some final messages. You know what, before I do this though, I'm feeling like there needs to be just some clarity for you on why this person may seem distant. All right, so I have pulled 4 cards for you so that you can see, and your main person, since there's not really, just so you can, anything going on with them and a third party. So let's just see what is going on and why they feel emotionally, why they're kind of going through their thing, right? Let's see. So it is, wow. So you had a Crane of Wands in reverse, and the overall energy for this person is the Queen of Cups, the Strength card, the Hanged Man, and the Seven of Swords. So let's take a look at them. Okay, so this is a goddess deck, and again, just like the deck of the shadow side, they've changed the names. So the crone, and I said crane, I wanted to correct myself. This is the King of Wands in reverse. So this is the energy that they're feeling right now. The King of Wands in reverse. The King of, that's the overall energy. The other thing is the King of Cups upright, the Strength card, the Hangman, and the Seven of Swords in reverse. Okay, so in clarifying your partner's energy, I pulled some additional cards, as you can see here, and their overall energy being represented by the King of Wands in reverse is suggesting that there is a lack of confidence. They have some control issues, or even manipulative tendencies. And this can be someone who struggles with taking accountability, leading with ego instead of heart, or maybe they feel powerless in their own life, which may be impacting how they show up in this connection with you. So let's kind of dig a little bit deeper into what's really going on with them, because how they feel beneath the surface, or what emotions are they truly experiencing, even though their overall energy is unstable with the King of Wands in reverse, they are still deeply emotional with the King of Cups. This person may have a lot of feelings for you, but they are not fully expressing them in a mature and healthy way. Instead, they might be holding back, overthinking, or even trying to appear emotionally detached, when in reality, they feel things very deeply. This could be someone who struggles with emotional regulation, or like one moment they're caring and attentive, and the next they withdraw or become passive. And that is what their emotions, or how they really feel beneath the surface. And what's holding them back from you, or what's keeping them from moving forward, is the Strength card. It's showing up as the Strength card. It suggests that your person is holding themselves back in some way, either out of fear, pride, or some unresolved personal struggles, which I was telling you, I think that, this feels like a newer connection, and or a connection that is timeline new. And what I mean by that is present timeline, like in this life, it's a newer connection for you. And so this person is someone who struggles with controlling or control, whether it is controlling themselves or trying to control others. They may have feelings for you, but instead of allowing themselves to be vulnerable, they use their willpower to suppress their emotions. This could also indicate that they're trying to appear stronger and more confident than they actually feel. Another aspect of the Strength card is patience. They may be taking their time to figure things out, which could be frustrating for you if you are looking for clarity right now. And where they currently stand. So what energy are they sitting in right now is, to me, being represented, or not to me, but is being represented by the Hangman. And right now they are in a state of limbo. It shows that they are not making any decisive moves, either towards you or away from you. They are seeing things from a different perspective, but they may be hesitant to take action. This is someone who could be feeling stuck between their emotions, King of Cups, and their ego, the King of Wands in reverse, causing delays in the progress. So this can also indicate avoidance, where they are purposefully keeping themselves at a distance rather than facing reality. So let's look at what they're not being upfront about with you. What they're not being upfront about with is, it suggests with the Seven of Swords that they are not being fully honest, whether with you or with themselves. This could also mean that they're avoiding direct communication, which this kind of shows here is that they've been unconsciously or consciously playing mind games. They're avoiding that direct communication. They're sneaking around an issue with you, or even, like I said, playing mind games. But this is coming to the surface though. It doesn't necessarily mean deception in a malicious sense though. I want you to realize that they might not be revealing the whole truth about their feelings, their intentions, or their situation. This could also be someone who has a pattern of being emotionally evasive. They could be choosing to leave things unsaid rather than dealing with conflict head on. And that's something about their personality that you should actually take note of. Because their King of Wands in reverse energy suggests that they want to control, or they want control over how this whole situation plays out. And the Seven of Swords could also indicate that they're trying to navigate the situation in a way that benefits them rather than being fully transparent with you. So your final message on this and what you need to know is that your person or the partner in this situation, because this to me does not feel like a triangle with someone else. This may have been something where they were attached to somebody else, or they are trying to figure their situation out. But your person in this situation or in this relationship is feeling a deep internal struggle between their emotion with the King of Cups and their pride with the Strength card. Their passivity, or with the Hangman, meaning they're being passive, and their avoidance with the Seven of Swords. They may care about you, but they're either unwilling or unable to fully step up in a way that creates a stable and healthy connection with you. And their current energy is suggesting that they're being indecisive, they're avoiding something, and they have a fear of actually being vulnerable. So if you've been waiting for clarity from them, this entire reading is suggesting that they are unlikely to provide this for you anytime soon. So with the Seven of Swords as their hidden intention, it implies that, gosh, oh my goodness, look, this is their intention in both, right? This is their intention, Seven of Swords here. This is their intention, again, Seven of Swords. They're not going to give you any kind of clarity on themselves anytime soon. And that could also be a form of manipulation as well. Not sure if you need a specific reading on your specific person. I think, but since this is a reading, just get there will be something in the description box that will help you, or if you have your own reader, it's fine. Just, perhaps reach out to them for clarity. Now, if you've been waiting for clarity from them, it's not coming anytime soon. So with the Seven of Swords as their hidden intention, it implies that they may continue to hold back, avoid deep conversations with you, or keep you in a state of uncertainty, because that manipulates the conversation, or that manipulates your energy, and that keeps you connected with them even though they really have no intentions of, they like keeping you in that state. So let's look at some affirmations for you, because obviously there's going to be a change or a shift in this situation anyway. One of the things that you can say, or here are some affirmations that you can say every morning. I release connections that leave me confused and embrace clarity and love. I trust my intuition to guide me toward relationships that are aligned with my highest good. I am worthy of honesty, transparency, and emotional reciprocity. I let go of any energy that no longer serves my growth and peace. So those are some affirmations for you that you can use. And the funny thing is you see all of this around uh, the field because I had to change. So there's going to be a big shift. I actually ended up having to reconnect my camera in a different way so that I could continue on with this reading. There was a lot that happened. So obviously there is a lot that is happening in a bunch of transparency. Like I have all my cards around here, all your cards will be laid out on the table. That's what I'm feeling. Because as you guys know, whatever I go through, you guys, it really is a representation of what's happening in you guys' life. So I pulled actually some cards out, and so I will read these again because it was not recorded the last time. But this is talking about I pulled out some prayer cards for you, and it says, "May the words of my mouth and the meditation of my heart be pleasing in your sight, O Lord, my rock and my redeemer." So that's Psalm 19 and 14. This is what I'm feeling is somewhat of a religious connection. Maybe you guys both have been or are in the church. And what I'm reading this in reverse of what I read it the last time, so that's fine. This is totally a shift. But what that means in terms of this is let whatever you're doing, don't worry about the words that I had last time was don't worry about what is going to what is going to happen because it says, but the fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self control. Against such things there is no law. That is Galatians 5:22 through 23, right? And with that, what that means is that this connection is not exactly what you think it is, right? And with that being said, though, there are laws that are at play in the universe. And as long as you are using these specific spirits, there are no, or those specific energies or fruits of the spirit, excuse me, there's no law against having love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self control. Against such, there is no universal law, which means that there is no karma against these fruits of the Spirit. So when you're navigating this relationship, please make sure that you use these fruits of the Spirit. And this, all scripture is God breathed and is useful for teaching, rebuking, correcting, and training in righteousness. So this is happening for you so that you can better understand what's at play here. Because what you think this is not necessarily what it's there for. For some of you, this relationship is here to teach you how to take the lead, right? This is teaching you how to take the lead on your life. It's teaching you how to start to build your life and not worry about external forces. You're here not to please everybody or make connections with outside forces. You're in being encouraged to, while you're doing this or while you're growing into, and the death of this situation is to engage higher reason. Pray, because I feel like this is a pile that deals a lot with religious concepts. Specifically in my mind, I'm thinking Christianity, but it could just be that the two of you are in a different religion, and that is what connected you or brought you together in the first place. Okay, the thing is to imagine solutions for yourself. Imagine new solutions. Imagine it being something where what are start to analyze and present to yourself some scenarios. What if the scenario for you this time is not necessarily the outcome that you're expecting? So instead of just expecting one outcome, maybe write some different outcomes for this connection. And then you can visualize once you have gone through and prayed um, and taking your emotions out of this situation, is what I'm hearing, then it will come to you in a clearer way through those scenarios that you're writing out. Express your joy. Express your joy for whatever outcome manifests itself, because against that, there is no karma. There is no universal law of whatever, because you are, hang on one second. There's no universal law against joy, right? There's no karma against joy in your heart, because those are fruits of the spirit. Those are emotions that lift you up. They keep you in a higher frequency. Also learn how to accept disappointments gracefully. I hope that, yes, it is still recording. Okay. So accept disappointments gracefully. I'm going to keep going. Also be patient. Be patient with yourself during this time, because be patient with yourself as you learn how to take the lead, as you learn how to take control back of your life, of your love, of your ability to share love and who you are. Okay. This is definitely your wake up call. So this is your wake up call to be able to do more and to raise your vibration. It's very important for you to raise your vibration. So let's end with I pulled it out because this was pulled out before, and I did all of this, and I guess spirit did not want it to happen that way. So, like I said, you guys, this whole thing of being transparent is truly coming at play. That's all your cards will be out on the table, right? Because these are all the decks that I, not all the decks, but these are all of the, like my cards are being seen, things that would not, and I'm not going to shift this because I think that that's important for you to note. So, with this card, it is to wash your troubles away. And I'm going to read this. It says, water is a powerful tool for healing and restoring your body and soul. In this meditation, you'll take a bath or shower to wash away any difficult emotions so that you can approach romance with positivity. Romance can also be like new love, a new experience for yourself. You need to be able to wash away this indecisive individual out of your life. Okay. Um, and don't worry, like raise your vibration. This is a wake up call, because this person is definitely not or this energy is not necessarily um, at a point where, at this time, in this point in the reading, not where you want them to be. Um, as you bathe or shower, close your eyes and imagine all of the stress pouring out into the water. Picture any difficult emotions or memories washing away down the drain until the tension in your mind and body is released. As you step out of the shower or bath, speak these words: I am cleansed, energized, and peaceful. This meditation is especially powerful for Pisces signs, but you don't necessarily have to be a Pisces to experience washing your troubles away. I am not a Pisces, and I will definitely make sure that I do that. Not that this pile pertains to me, but I can always learn from anything. All right, so finally, we are going to do a soul truth for you. Um, and then we are going to end this reading for pile 3. Okay, so let's take a look at Spirit. What do you want me? I'm going to close my eyes. I feel this one. Um, wow. It says, what do I believe about money? And do my beliefs match my dreams? So this is interesting. I'm not sure, only you know. For those of you, if this pertains, are you dating this person because you perceive that they have money? That might be a question you need to ask yourself. Is that why you're trying to keep, or they have some kind of fame or prestige? Is that why you're trying to keep this connection going? What are you standing to benefit from this? Those are questions you need to ask yourself. What do I believe about money, and do my beliefs match my dreams? So, how does your relationship with money affect your current situation? Do you believe that you are worthy? Do you believe you are capable? Do you trust money? Does money trust you? Money is an energy, it ebbs and flows. You are worthy of it, And it's your responsibility to heal your relationship with money as part of your waking up to the whole of you and your purpose. So your purpose is tied into something dealing with money. So take a deep dive into in your belief system around money. Are there any beliefs that you need to upgrade to create the results you are wanting most in your life? Write out your money story. Is it time for a sacred shift? What will your next chapter be? So fill in the blank. I am grateful to money because, not for money, I'm grateful to money because money is an energy. Okay. All right. I hope this resonates with you guys. Pile number three. And I wish you all the best on your journey. It's time for you to let go of anything that does not serve you. And it is okay if you still have a connection with this person, but it's not really what you think. It's not in the manner that you think, and this person is being manipulative with you. It's not really, it's going to come to an end. You don't have to listen to me. I'm just reading the cards. All right. You know your situation. Okay. Have a blessed one, pile number three. And if this resonates with you, let me know in the comments which pile you chose. Or if you want to fill in the blank about your situation with money, that would be great to share because we are a community here at Green Tambourine Tarot. And subscribe. Let me know your thoughts below. And I'm sending you love and light, and I am sending your energy back to you in love. All right, take care. Okay, so pile number four, the card on the bottom is the Justice card here. Um, and then let's see. So question number one is the Six of Swords upright. You have the Page of Wands upright, Page of Pentacles, a lot of pages, the Hermit card, the Seven of Cups in reverse, and the Two of Wands. Okay, so pile number four, I've been feeling rushed, very rushed, in a hurry. Let's get this over with. You are pushing, feeling like you are just pushing. Sekhmet, you have Sekhmet, the wounded healer, and the tiger eye. That is the pile that you chose. So pile number four, if you chose this, this is you. Your energy is for justice. It's a powerful sign that truth, fairness, and karmic balance are at play in your situation. Because if you've been feeling uncertain and it's like you're pushing for an answer or the truth, this card suggests that the truth is coming to light whether you are ready for it or not. Feels like though you are really ready for it because I feel a sense of urgency. Let me get some water. Excuse me. The clarity is coming because you've been praying for it. Um, Justice often appears when you are being called to see things clearly and make decisions based on logic and not just your emotions. So let's take a moment here and just dive deeper into what's really happening for you, pile four. Their true feelings. So this is your partner's true feelings. It's represented by the Six of Swords. And their emotions towards you seem to be in transition right now. The Six of Swords represents moving on, healing, or trying to leave emotional baggage behind. This suggests, of course, that your person may have deep feelings for you, but they're also mentally preparing themselves to detach, either because they feel the connection has been too difficult or because they are searching for emotional peace. For some of you, this could indicate that your person doesn't want conflict and maybe even avoiding, like they may even be avoiding serious conversations with you. They care about you, but they could be in a state of emotional withdrawal, choosing to take a step back rather than directly addressing the situation with you at this time, their true intentions. And what do they actually want from this connection is represented by the Page of Wands here. And their intentions seem to be more about exploration than commitment. This is someone who may feel excited or passionate about you, but they aren't necessarily thinking long term. They enjoy the spark, the adventure, and the possibilities, but they might not be fully considering the emotional depth required to have a stable connection with you. If you've been feeling like they come in hot and then pull away, it is because they are following their impulses rather than a well thought out plan. Your partner may not have, or they may not have bad intentions, but their immaturity or inexperience in handling deep emotions could be affecting how they show up in this connection. So let's talk about the truth about any third party connections here, and what's really going on. So that's the question. The Page of Pentacles suggests that if there is another person in the mix, it is still early in the stages or it's not fully developed. This is not necessarily a full blown relationship, but rather an opportunity they are exploring, a casual connection, or even someone they are learning from. For some of you, this could mean that your person is testing the waters with someone else, but hasn't fully committed to them either. The Page of Pentacles, when you have it there, it also suggests that maybe they're keeping their options open or weighing their choices before making a full decision. If you've suspected that this third party energy is there, but you don't have confirmation, this card suggests that while there may be someone else, it's not necessarily an emotional or deep bond yet. However, they are considering their options, which mean they may not be fully transparent about their feelings for you. Okay. And some of you guys can feel that. I think that's where I feel the hush or the hurry energy. The other thing is, what are you over, or what truth are you overlooking? That is the Hermit card. The Hermit suggests that you already know the truth deep down, but you may be avoiding it. Your intuition has been sending you signals, but you might be seeking external validation instead of trusting yourself. This card is a reminder that you don't need to chase answers from any of them. You already have the answers within. When you have the Hermit card, it also suggests that it may be time to step back from this connection and reflect on whether this relationship is truly aligned with your highest good. So this, let's look at what you need to see clearly, and that is indicative of the Seven of Cups in reverse, right? And when you have the Seven of Cups in reverse, this is just, we're just asking Spirit what you should do for your highest good. The Seven of Cups in reverse is a wake-up call. And it is time for you to break free from the illusion and see the situation for what it truly is. If you've been caught up in wishful thinking, let me just turn this light on to see if you can see that clearly. To turn the light on for you, literally turn the light on for you in your life. The Seven of Cups in reverse is a wake-up call. It is time to break free from illusion and see the situation for what it truly is. If you've been caught up in wishful thinking about this partnership, hoping that they will change or waiting for them to make a decision, Spirit is saying that you no longer need to guess. You already have the clarity you need. So you don't really... And there is a lot of stuff going on here with you, because my fur baby is in here and he is just rolling around and he's happy. He is ready for a change. The change was he was trying to come in the door. So this card is about facing the truth, making decisions based on reality, and no longer allowing yourself to be trapped in confusion. Okay. For some of you, this means realizing that you deserve more than uncertainty. If they've been inconsistent, unclear, there's been a lot of noise, right? Because there's a lot of noise going on in here. So my little puppy came in here to create that distraction and drama and noise. That is what this is. This whole thing has been a big distraction. Whether it's mentally for you, it's just really been a distraction. And you are being asked by Spirit, see, he's now calmed down. You're being asked by Spirit to no longer allow yourself to be trapped in that confusion, because all it is just mental confusion for you. You do deserve more than uncertainty. And if you've been inconsistent, or if they have been, I should say, not you, but if you've been inconsistent, unclear, or unwilling to fully invest in this, don't let their indecision keep you from moving forward. Spirit is guiding you to trust what you see and not what you hope for. So if this person has been keeping their options open, it's time for you to do the same, right? So let's talk about what Spirit's overall guidance is for you concerning this relationship. What do your guides really want you to know is the question we asked Spirit with this card, and it came up as the Two of Wands. It is a powerful card of expansion, planning, and stepping into your future. Spirit is asking you to stop looking at the situation from a small perspective and start seeing the bigger picture. So here's some questions you can ask yourself. Does this connection align with your long-term happiness? Is this person truly capable of giving you what you need? This card is telling you that it's time to take control of your path. You don't need to wait for their decision. You have your own choices to make, because there is so much more available to you than this situation. But you need to be willing to step outside of your comfort zone. Let's look at some affirmations for you. So, I trust my intuition to guide me toward clarity and truth. I am no longer waiting for someone to choose me. I choose myself. I release confusion and embrace the reality of what is. I am worthy of love, commitment, and emotional reciprocity. I welcome new opportunities that align with my highest good. So that is something that Spirit wanted me to share. I'm going to give you some cards here. You know me, I love to be able to give people some closure on things. And even though this is not necessary for this pile, it is, again, take the lead. Take the lead about your situation and facing the truth, and just know that take control of your path. It's time for your justice to come into fruition, and be decisive about what you're going to do, and be decisive about making that decision that you deserve the best, that you deserve so much more than this situation is offering you.